once again for another Blu-ray review, and this time it's of The Mechanic. The Mechanic was released back in 1972, directed by the one and only Michael Winner. Michael Winner is a British director, and starring the one and only Charles Bronson and Jan Michael Vincent. Right, so The Mechanic, is a film from the early 70s. Basically, it's about the character Arthur Bishop, played by Charles Bronson. He's he's called the Mechanic. Basically, he's a top assassin, hitman. He works sort of exclusively for like secret international organizations. Works by strict rules. So he's this top assassin. He has this way of doing his job clean, without any comebacks. And he's one of these. He lives by he's a bit of a hermit, but he's into classical music. Art, he collects art, and he's a connoisseur of fine wines, basically. So basically he's that, and I don't want to go too much of the plot, just in case you've seen it. He basically partners up with Jan Michael Vincent from, you remember him from Airwolf. Basically he's like his disciple. He takes him on. Charles Bronson's his teacher. They go on just sort of buddy type adventures, really. The other thing I want to say is that this was remade. There was a remake in 2011, and that had the one and only Jason Statham. So for you new guys out there, you youngsters, or who saw that, thought it was a new thing. No, there was a remake of The Mechanic 1972, but that was a good film. It was a good film, but it doesn't compare to this one. But that was a good film. But about the director, Michael Winner. Michael Winner is a British director. He made a lot of films, and a lot of them, quite a few of them, were with Charles Bronson. Chateau's Land, The Mechanic, and of course the one and only Death Wish series. I can't remember if he directed two, but he had a I think they were like mates, and that they had a good old running. Death Wish, which was during the 70s. That's when Charles Bronson hit the big times. He was around in the late 50s or 60s as a bit part player, but really he hit the big times in the 1970s. He was actually in his 50s, and he became box office hit. Charles Bronson. I grew up on Charles Bronson was the man. Tarantino refers to him in his films Reservoir Dogs. So they had a collaboration together, Michael Winner and Charles Bronson. They were probably. I'm just gonna say about the print. This is on the Blu-ray. It's a very good organic, very grainy 70s. It hasn't been. You can check it. I'm sure. You can check the print out on the review of the Blu-ray on Blu-ray. I'll leave the link below, blu-ray.com. You can check it out. But it's a very good print. I like it. It looks good on my 4K TV. Very grainy, organic. The action sequences are really well done. I think it got mixed reviews at the time. It would do. These type of films always get mixed reviews. It's more of a cult film today, I would say. It has a cult following, obviously because of Charles Bronson. A lot of people probably nowadays don't know who Michael Winner is, but you probably saw him on TV before he died. He was on some food program or something. But Charles Bronson. It's one of my favourite sort of 70s Charles and Michael Winner films. It's very atmospheric. I'll just talk about the Blu-ray I got here. So this one is the French Blu-ray. As you can see, this is The Mechanic translated in French, as you can see there. One of the reasons I got this one was, there's a few reasons. One of them was that it hasn't been released here in the UK. I don't think it has. I'm sure it hasn't. And the other thing is, it was released in the US by I'm sure it's Twilight Time, and their stuff is limited. They're gone now, Twilight Time, but their Blu-rays were limited, man, and they were quite expensive, and you had to order them direct from Twilight. And if you do get their stuff on eBay, it's going for like, you know, £100 or more than £100, and it was out of print. But luckily, I found this one, and one of the reasons I got it was, this is the French one, so it comes in this media book, and it's got this artwork of Charles Bronson in this sort of yellowy, this awesome artwork of Charles Bronson. And if you go on the back here, even more awesome artwork. And yeah, so I'll just quickly go through the front. Yeah, it gives you awesome artwork, as you can see. On the back, more, it's all in French, by the way, so you get, it tells you about the special features. So you get this 29-minute American Samurai. I haven't checked that out yet, actually. I've had this quite a while, but I haven't checked it out. You get 29-minute American Samurai documentary and 10-minute one, and I think it's archive photos and stuff, as you can see, and everything's in French. But one thing in France and Germany with Blu-rays is they do these media books. I'll just show you this. This is pretty cool. It's got some of the action sequences from the film with the car chase and the bike chase thing. I'll just turn around. So they do a lot of these media books. Check that out. That is awesome artwork. This is limited edition, by the way, guys. I don't know if you can still get this. So I'll just quickly go. You know, they come in these. They don't do these in. I don't think they do these in the UK or the US as much, but in France and Germany. So yeah, you get this, and it's all in French. So, you know, if any of you guys know French, check it out. I can't read it, but I'll just go through these. You've got Michael Winner there. Got some cool artwork. So it probably talks about the collaboration with Michael Winner and Charles Bronson. Yeah, probably referring to Scorsese and De Niro there. They had a collaboration as well. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly. So it's all in French. Goes through the film. It's got these cool shots of Jan Michael Vincent. Very cool film. Yeah, so it's got that. It's got that. It's probably the special features disc. It's got this art of Jan Michael Vincent in young days. Yeah, so you can get this from Amazon. The French. That's where I ordered it from. Amazon France. I don't know if it's still available. As you can see, it's quite limited. It's worth getting though if you have the film just for this, but you can't get it here in the UK. And it is worth getting. It's a really good film. Inspired a remake with Jason Statham, so it's worth checking out. But yeah, try to get hold of it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.